Hi everyone, welcome back. Tony from Shinsho Yoga, and today I want to do a quick video about a book on yoga that a student recently recommended to me. I do a class at a college locally. I do beginner series, and one of my students had come in and said, I found this book at Five Below. What do you think of it? So I thumbed through it quickly and said, this is a pretty good book. So I went down to Five Below and bought Yoga, The Trainer's Inside Guide to Your Workout by Goldie Carpel-Oren. It was $5, and it's 192 pages, and I have to say, it's a pretty good book. I would say this is a good reference book for anyone in yoga, but especially anyone who is new to yoga. It's not the type of book that you would read front to back or anything like that. It's going to have, examples of poses. Mainly that's what it has a lot of, many examples of poses. It's going to have the names in it along with the names of, in Sanskrit. And then in the beginning, there is a little bit there on yoga itself, so what is yoga, about setting up your own home practice, different props to use and things like that. I haven't read it front to back. No reason to read it front to back, but I have gone through and looked up poses, and I found it to be a really good reference. Now, you will find across yoga in general different things that are going to be going to differentiate depending on the lineage. So sometimes certain names may be a little different, like one of the things in here. What I learned is upward facing hands. They call upward salute. It really doesn't matter. It's just a little bit difference in the name. But how they explain it is very good. Not only do they show the picture of the pose, but then they also give the anatomy of the pose, telling you what you're accessing. But if you're new to yoga, probably one of the most challenging things you're going to have is understanding all of these different poses that are going to be called out. They're not going to make sense to you, and how to do them, especially if you're in a group class. If you're going to a beginner series or you're taking private lessons with a teacher, they're going to be able to break it down better for you. The group class, a beginner series group, your teacher's going to be breaking down the poses each week, saying, okay, this week we're going to work on these poses and break them down, and that poses and break them down. If you are working privately with a teacher, they're going to be working directly with your body, helping you to get to the best position you can, the highest level for you and where you are, and trying to help you grow in the practice. But if you're just going to a standard group class at a studio, individual instruction is challenging. Teachers got to run the class, can't stop for one person. Additionally, adjustments that teachers are going to make to you in class, you may have no idea why they're making the adjustment. There's no point of reference. They're just going to come on to you and in warrior and push on your shoulders and do like this, but you don't know why they're doing it. That's the challenge. So this, for people in those types of scenarios, or again, if you're new to yoga, again, anybody could use it, but especially in those scenarios, you can come back to it and say, okay, I was in, let's pick something here, chair pose, right? And say, why did the teacher come on and ask me to bring my feet together? Or why did they come behind me and tweak my hips a little bit forward? Why did they do that? And what it's going to do is it'll show you in here the proper alignment for the posture, and you can work from there. And of course, anyone who's advanced, is going along, you want to take a look at, your postures and how you've done them all along and say, let me compare to what this person's offering and maybe get some ideas. That would be a good thing too. But again, this was $5. We had Five Below, and it's called Yoga, the Trainer's Inside Guide to Your Workout. I was there the other day. I didn't see it, but when I went only a month earlier, they had stacks of them. So I don't know who Goldie Carpel-Oren is, but she made a good book, And she's not a sponsor of this, but I would recommend it. So for $5, it's definitely worth it. It sits on my table, and I actually even refer to it from time to time when I'm thinking about doing certain things. I go, let me see what they say here. So just a quick little video today. Just a little recommendation worth the $5. Namaste.